First question, Adam Spolin.
Hey, Eric, after what James said about you guys on Tuesday night, is there some motivation to go out there and prove him wrong the rest of this season?
Well, he had a comment about. That comment's just on, opinion on how he felt. Obviously, from the summer, since the season started, you can tell that he didn't want to be here. But, I wouldn't say it's just necessarily motivation, because we got to be motivated to play every game and every day. And for us, I think it just gives us a chance to get a real direction for everyone else on the team to really bottle down and not worry about his situation, and so we could just move forward for what each player can do and what he needs to do for the future.
Jonathan Fagan.
Eric, for guys like you and PJ who have been with James for quite a few years, how did it feel to hear him say that team did not have enough talent?
Just for me, knowing him personally, I don't think he really meant it as far as to really disrespect the team. That's just for me. I think he just wanted a different situation. He's kind of shown that, and he also said it. So he did. I think he said it in a way where he's forcing out. I don't think he really meant to really disrespect the players, but he wanted his way out, and he got it.
Thank you.
Mark Berman.
Eric, what do you think about all of this and about now that you have to move on with all these new pieces, just this whole situation?
It's definitely a learning process. A lot of changes have happened, and so it's a different expectation. So everybody has to learn one another. You got a lot of new players coming in, and so it's a whole new regime. So it's definitely different.
Christos Saltis.
Hello, Eric. I would like to ask you, what is the biggest motivation for you about tonight's game against the Spurs, and also how different will gonna be the look of the team with Victor Oladipo on the court?
Well, yeah, like I said, you got to be motivated to play every game. We just got to continue to get familiar with one another. Like I said, a lot of new guys and a lot of new. We just had a big change, so. We just got to focus in and hone in on what we need to do from now and for the future. But of course, it starts now. We got a lot of young guys, and it's time to get familiar and more familiar with one another.
Cody Davis.
Hey, Eric. Obviously, there's still enough time for you guys to turn the season around. There's still some talent on this team, and you talked about the motivation. But how much of the motivation is just making sure that you get this right for Coach Salas, who has had a kind of rocky start to his coaching career?
It's a new beginning. Just because we have a lot of we still have talent. It's still early, and like I said, expectations are a little different now. You're still learning new offense. You got a ton of new players. This is not the expectations that we had in the past, but the expectation is to develop a lot of these guys and everybody to get better. It's more of a learning curve at this point instead of having that desired championship run. And we're gonna work hard and do whatever it takes. We're gonna still have a good year, and but it's just a little different. We're more developing.
Jonathan Fagan.
Eric, is there a sense of relief that the limbo is now over?
Well, the only thing is now we have we have more direction on what everyone needs to do even more at this point. That's all that is.
And how do you feel about the all Hoosier backcourt?
Oh, it'll be fun. I've known Vic for a long time, and it'll be fun to get a chance to be teammates.
Thank you.
Adam Spolin.
Eric, they have you listed as questionable for tonight. Are you good to go?
I'm not sure. We'll for sure let you know later on.
Ali Khan Bajani.
Eric, you've talked about, you've mentioned it multiple right direction.
Hold on, say that again. I can't hear you.
Yeah, you mentioned it a few times already. Just now, this team is headed in the right direction. You're finally looking forward. What is the identity of this team right now, the way it's constructed?
Well, I can't really judge that until we get everybody here, but we should be a very aggressive team, a very, very aggressive team since we're younger, and I can't really answer that question until we all get here and play a lot more games.
We'll take two more. Hector Ledesma.
Eric, specifically this Spurs team, can you speak about them? How much do you know about them? How much of it have you had a chance to see them play?
Well, they're the same old Spurs team. They move the ball around. Very experienced and veteran crew. They're not going to beat themselves, and this is the kind of team you got to try to take away, and you got to be very aggressive and play fast. They got an older group, but they're very experienced, and they're going to play together. So you got to try to figure out different ways to where we can be aggressive offensively, to where we can just keep scoring, and get stops on the defensive end also.
And last question, Mark Berman.
Eric, what are the challenges now going forward to get this team where it needs to be competitive on the floor now that you've had all this changeover again after all you?
Well, guys got to understand the rules more, and we got to build more chemistry. And now it starts now, and guys just, guys should have more confidence now into what they need to do from here on out.
Thank you, Eric. We appreciate your time.